folks, and welcome. It's the weekly comic book snap smash.
Yes.
Woohoo! I'm here with Special K, as always, at the glorious Frog Bros Comics and Books, in front of the glorious Wall of Comics. We're going to look at some books from the 21st of March 2018. Is it 21st? 21st of March?
21st of March 2018.
Issue 32. Boy, damn! Issue 33 of the snap. Issue 33 of the snap. We're going to carry on. So 4 books. Kick us off, Smash. Where are we kicking off?
Okay, Weapon H.
Yes.
So the book that has come. Yeah, I can speak. I can speak. Yeah, he has.
When it comes,
Spinning out of the pages of Weapons of Mutant Destruction.
Yes.
Which was a little crossover ditty from the Totally Awesome Hulk and Weapon.
Yeah. This isn't Cho, though, is it? This isn't young Mr. Cho.
No.
I know.
No. Yeah. No.
It's not.
No. It's a Weapon H. It's the guy they imbued him with the Hulk and
Snickety snick. Only the Wolverine.
the Wolverine. Exactly.
Making the HULKVERINE, which is a little bit of a mouthful.
HULKVERINE is a crap name, isn't it?
But there we are.
You just got to work with it.
So should you be, snappers.
Yeah, man. Well, it's Greg Pak who has good history on the Hulk.
Absolutely. Pak, was he on the Batman Superman crossover?
Yes. He did that. And we'll move back to this. So, it is about a beast that is, out of the Weapon X program comes this, and he just wants to be free, like the Hulk. He's imbued with the anger of the Wolverine. He's got claws. He's grey.
Got adamantium sticking out of him, hasn't he?
Yeah. When I social media'd about this, somebody said, what did they say? Jump in the shark much.
What does that mean?
Well, I didn't know. I didn't know that either, and it was it's a Happy Days reference of all things.
Okay.
When they were just searching for things that they could do, so they got Fonzie to jump a shark on water skis. So it's become a saying, which I've never heard of
which
either.
Means what?
Thank you for that, Benjamin.
Well done, Benjamin.
It means that they're jumping the shark. They're reaching for something to get people into, which I didn't truly agree with, because I enjoyed the Weapons of Mutant Destruction.
Which
crossover.
in and of itself is a good concept and topical, and I think that's a good idea.
And you've got to have new characters somehow. It is just, which 2 characters could we throw together to make the weapon, which is kind of Weapon X.
You could be quite cynical about it. I mean,
which I thought he was, personally. So I wanted this to blow my socks off and say, aha! It doesn't do that, but it's decent.
It's sarcasm.
it's worth a read. And look at the Wendigo. That's awesome.
It's a crazy thing, that, isn't it?
So it's not a book that's going to change your life, I don't think.
It's not sort of desperately
Deep?
No, or particularly original. There's something about the sort of moody, wandering kind of Bruce Banner-esque kind of Hulk, thumbing a lift down the road kind of character.
And Wolverine is
not
not
bored with.
Well, really, because Wolverine's not adverse to going off into the Canadian mountains to get away from everyone either. So
I guess I see what you're saying there. But it's a big, colourful, sort of rollicking ride, isn't it?
Fun. Yeah. That is what it is. And how could it be anything but with look at that Wendigo again. Look at it. Yes. Pick it up if you want a fun book.
Yeah. Spend your beans on that one. Why not? For some fun. What's up next?
Next we have The Batman.
Of course we do.
So this is actually the end of an arc.
Yes.
And
it's always a good place to pick it up.
Why not? But it's going to segue in to the whole build up to the wedding and everything. So hopefully we're going to see Bat go on a big stag do. And
Soups and who else are you going to take along? Maybe a Cyborg, maybe.
Do you think
the Flash? Are they mates? Are they mates?
Cyborg wouldn't it be a bit of a
bit of a party pooper?
I think so, man. Other than to have like pyrotechnics and everything going on.
Well, that would be interesting, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would.
And we know what happens to Superman when he gets drunk. Starts flicking peanuts.
Yeah, no, we don't need that.
Don't need that.
That's a very good point.
Yeah.
So,
but I'm sure everything's going to go great at their wedding. I mean, I wish them all the luck in the world.
Nothing's going to go wrong, is it? But I do believe the J-Man is going to kidnap him. But I think that is a stag do personally, and I think he's going to try tying up Bruce to a telegraph pole exactly in the Highlands of Scotland and leaving him
typical stag do japery.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Why not? After slipping him a couple of roofies. No. But so we just went back to this because I don't think we've given King and Janine enough love recently, because I'm still really enjoying it. And I was thinking about this when I was reading it, that if you would have told me 15 or 20 years ago that I would be enjoying a run that basically comes to get Batman married to Catwoman, I would have said, well, there's no place in that in comics.
You would have slapped me around the face, wouldn't you?
I would have slapped you round the face because you'd been a little bit smaller than me.
Get out of here.
But I'm loving it.
Yeah,
he's doing some great stuff.
You know what I really like about King is how he does this, and I've seen it with him a bit, is this kind of crossing two stories.
Yep.
And
absolutely.
the dialogue crisscrossing over, and they sort of are almost referencing each other in a way.
Yeah, and
he does that so well. I mean,
and with
mixing narratives.
I think Janine does it very well with the visual storytelling as well, and like the kind of the war of jokes and riddles was basically cut down the middle, and it was as much page time for each one, and you had
delineation between the two.
Look at you with your delineation, and you had Bruce there in the middle of it all as well.
Trying to confuse you, aren't I?
As a pivot, which I thought was great. No,
I think
got your thesauruses ready, folks.
I think it's great what he does. Like I say, just that crossing those two narratives. I'm a big fan of that.
And it's not always big action, but then you do get big pages like that where he jumps out of a window he's got Harley with him. Do you know why he can do that?
Because he's the Batman, isn't he?
Because he's Batman.
Of course he is.
Yes.
But it's a great book. I mean, I'm still, loving the art. 43 issues in, and I'm still with it.
It's fantastic. Each individual issue works really well for me as well.
Yeah.
Everybody should buy this. We're going to go for another random one.
What have we got?
Kill or be killed.
Wow.
We
haven't touched it, have we?
We haven't touched it.
But we've both been reading it. I'm pretty sure, haven't we?
Yes. Oh, absolutely. Anything with Brubaker and Phillips, I will read the bejesus out.
You want it like a hungry dog, aren't you?
Yes.
You're smelling sausages.
I just know you.
I do have a whiff of sausage following me around.
So these guys do
amazing work.
And it's quite often kind of pulpy. It's down and dirty and based in realism and real life horrible stories of where the human psyche can go. And this is absolutely no different.
Yeah. So sorry, no, carry on.
A very brief synopsis of what Kill or Be Killed is about.
So this is number 17.
It is. It's about a chap who has some mental issues, but he's putting himself through college, and his dad was an artist, and he gets his dad's artwork, and he keeps seeing this kind of monster in his dad's artwork, and then this monster, this demon, appears to him in the flesh, or like the see-through flesh, and tells him that he has to kill certain people as a sacrifice to this monster, or things will get very bad. And so he starts going off and killing people, but he has to try and
square himself with this.
Exactly, on who should be killed.
Yeah, do they deserve it? Yeah.
The kill or be killed, and in his mind, these people deserve it, and he feels that he has the right to...
is justified in doing so.
Which...
So it started off really quite brutal, this, didn't it? He was finding his feet.
It's been brutal all the way through, and now he's in a mental hospital.
Yeah, a bit of
cookies going on. He did. He had a massive breakdown, and then tried to tell the doctor that he was the vigilante, as he's known, because it's all across the news. And somebody else had started killing outside, so they didn't believe him. Yeah, exactly.
Damn copycats.
Well, nobody's original anymore.
I know, right?
This is quite
except
original.
for the snap. No one's got this idea.
Talking about comics.
Oh, right.
We're trailblazers, my friend.
Especially on the old Yow Chow.
But I love it.
It's great, isn't it, man?
It is great.
You know what I really like about this particularly, but
The art.
well, I love the artwork.
The writing.
The writing.
The art right together.
Well, it's a wonderful marriage. There's no doubt about it. It's a very happy marriage. But I think there's a way that he uses kind of internal monologue and spoken word, and it's quite minimal, you know. But it flows beautifully, and it's really direct, and it's quite sort of linear storytelling, but really has it skips along. You know, it just keeps you involved.
It does.
And he, like I say, mixes that internal monologue with sort of the sort of outwardly spoken sort of story elements. I think it's great.
See,
it's really great.
It is great, and I do like the writing. The writing is always very tight, but the art for me is always
where it's at.
Yeah, it's beautiful visual storytelling.
So, what do you think about this as a run altogether so far? I mean, have you do you really rate it? Where do you think it sits among? Well, what really love the hits for us?
I think it's up there. They've done Fatale, Criminal, exactly, and this is up there with those books. And
what was the other one? There's like noirish, like Hollywoody sort of.
That was Fatale.
Oh, was it? Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Fatale back in the start of Hollywood where bad things happen.
And they're on Cap America, weren't they, these guys? Or was that just Brubaker?
Brubaker, yeah. And I like his work. I like all of his work, but I love it when these two get together and the things they put out through Image. And I was a little bit worried because I thought this was a story with a very natural end, and I was talking to somebody and they seemed to think that it was losing its way and they were just trying to stretch it, but I've never felt that.
No,
never felt that. And they're talking in this that they're going to take it in a very different direction after this issue.
Interesting, Snappers.
So
there we are.
it's worth having a look,
yeah,
I would say. But pick up the first
pick up trades. Absolutely,
because
it
is great.
Yeah.
And speaking of trades and Image trades,
well, first time on the Snap we're doing a little trade, isn't it?
is it?
Well, we did a couple of special
Well, it's not then, is it?
tips.
It's not then.
No, but actually a review.
Okay, maybe.
Yeah.
And
So it better be good, Spesh.
it better be good. We are doing this because
Fancied it.
Fancied it, and didn't get a chance to read it in the singles. So usually I can't read
make our
pretty
decisions,
much
isn't it?
everything. Yeah, fast and
wanna do
loose. So it's Realm.
Yeah. This is Image, isn't
Which
it?
it is Image, and it was kind of solicited as a Walking Dead, but with orcs and goblins.
Yes.
And they are.
And they delivered. on
They
that,
are.
didn't
There are orcs and goblins.
This
and
collects 1 to 5, doesn't it?
It does indeed. And it is a dystopian future. We love the dystopian future.
Goodness me. Yeah.
Here on the Snap. So it's 15 years in the future.
Yeah.
And
What a miserable vision.
yeah, well, I don't know. I like
it looks right.
I like the idea
How do you think you fare
of the
amongst the
world
goblins,
with
taking on goblins
a little bit of magic in it.
Magic.
Yeah, whether it's bad magic
Good
or
magic.
good magic, just magic in the world is a
Like a
good
bit of
thing.
magic.
How would I fare? I would fare with a gun and a knife, and I would have a dragon. I think I would train a dragon.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I would find one as a baby and
Nurture it. And
carrot and stick, my friend. Carrot and stick.
okay. That's how we train the dragons, is it?
Yes, but
do
they
you
do
think?
not train the dragons in this.
No.
There's a lot going on in this, I've got to say.
Yeah.
And
So it follows one particular character who's kind of like almost like a bounty hunter, isn't he? I guess he sort of goes out on.
well,
not really a
it
bounty hunter,
seems to me that
does
these
jobs, doesn't
there
he?
are towns, cities have become
Enclosed kind of,
places where
yeah.
people stay, and there's not too
As you
many.
would.
There's not too
Kind
much
of
mixing
trolls
around. Well, there's
running
dragons,
around.
trolls,
Dragons, there's all sorts.
goblins, gobbling around and eating you, drinking
Yeah.
drinking your wee wee.
Ah, those filthy goblins.
They are. And so this guy cruises around with a bird in a mask.
Who's
Sorry, a lady in a mask. She's very, very cool.
She's probably the character I like best because.
I liked the bad guy or bad girl wearing the rabbit face.
Okay.
I thought that was quite
Yeah.
cool. So yeah, There's a lot of imagination gone into this.
Yeah, well, you can see
even
there's
though
paganism is flowing through it. That was my kind of thinking.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Going back to this kind of paganist kind of.
Even though we've just basically said that it's not original, I found it quite original.
Yeah, well, it's a bit of a mashup, isn't it? It's a bit of
very,
a genre mashup.
Very, very much
You've
a genre
got that
mashup.
dystopian future. You've got the goblins and the orcs, and you've got kind of almost like a road kind of story on the road.
Yeah, well, they've got to take.
But there's also this kind
carry
of
people.
Strange kind of magical spaceshipy kind of something happening. Giant bats, dragons.
There's lots of questions, isn't there? You've got the Dark Lord,
Yes.
who doesn't quite have trust in this chosen underling that he's got.
Yeah. Who looks a bit like that character from. Do you ever see John Carpenter's Vampires of Mars or whatever it's called? It's got a painted white face. Looks exactly the same.
Well, I thought he looked a little bit like Lobo.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But yeah,
there's a lot of characters coming in, isn't there?
There's a lot of characters.
Story.
They meet a kid who gets a big old
spear to the chest.
Spear through him, and then pops up again, and he's like, "Hey, I've done that before. I don't know what it is."
As you do.
So it's a cool group of characters.
Yeah.
It's interesting. It's good. I think it's quite original. The art is really nice.
Cool. Yeah.
And it's definitely worth a look.
Yes.
And it's only $8.99.
Well, only $8.99.
Only $8.99.
Goodness, that's like
you
4
can't
magnums.
go wrong.
Can't go wrong with that, can you?
You can't go wrong.
Yeah. I love the sort of almost kind of, what is he, like a Viking-y sort of warrior character with a big ginger beard.
That we know nothing about.
Yeah.
And is he a good guy? Is he?
Cool.
He is really, really cool. There's a lot of
just
cool characters in there.
It's crazy.
And yeah, you've got your scientist, who's not so cool.
Who's written
not
this?
really stayed on. It is by Seth M. Peck and Jeremy Horn. And I say, well done, gentlemen.
Good stuff. Well done. Nice
Absolutely. And yeah, give it a go. Give
Yeah.
it a go. And it was actually nice to read a trade, because usually I'm in the single issues.
Yeah. Wading through those single issues.
Yeah, it reminded me that it's really nice to pick up a book every now and again.
Absolutely. It's good to have on the
read
shelf
a
as
whole
well, isn't it?
arc.
Yeah, read an arc.
It is.
That's what I think. As
Absolutely.
Well. Yeah, it's good to do.
Cool.
Excellent. Well, good roundup, Spesh. Well done. So there we are, snappers. Get yourself out. Some good bean spending to be done. Enjoy yourselves. Take care, snappers.